When storms wreak havoc on your property, don't face the aftermath alone. Level Up Law is your ally in natural disaster recovery. Whether it's property damage, wind resulting in downed trees, wildfires, or water damage, our experienced team will help you. Call 855-LEVEL-UP for a free consultation. Call Level Up Law now, 855-LEVEL-UP, and take the first step toward rebuilding your life. Level Up Law, justice at your fingertips. Call today.
It's episode 241 of Vegas Revealed. The Tropicana Implosion is right around the corner.
And a roller skating residency is coming to Tao Beach starting in November.
FlyOver Las Vegas has a new experience that takes you over and through Chicago. And man, it's really cool.
Anima adds shows over at Sphere and an all-you-can-eat Sunday football feast just off the Strip.
All that and more coming up on Vegas Revealed.
Vegas Revealed, presented by Level Up Law, starts now.
Welcome to Vegas Revealed, episode 241, in a very steamy, hot Las Vegas. Yes, still. I know sometimes we kick off with the weather, Sean, but it has to be talked about. We are breaking records daily.
I mean, I thought that we were heading straight into fall weather, like low 90s, maybe into the 80s. But no, we are sticking with this triple-digit weather, and it's just been, I'm ready for a cool down.
I know.
It's been a long summer.
I think a lot of people are really like, okay, this is enough. I mean, listen, we've talked about this before. Love the 90s. I like a little bit of heat, but a 92 feels really good after a summer well above 100.
That is true. That is very true.
And it's still pool weather, and it's still fun. You know, it's beautiful outside, and the nights are still warm, but not too warm.
Well, and one thing that it does not feel like is football weather.
That's so true.
We went out to we talked here on the podcast, we went out to the tailgate over at Allegiant Stadium before the Raiders game, and that was hot. Like you just want it to be a little cooler when you're going to a football game and to tailgate and all that.
I know. And they had another home game and another tailgate, and everyone's out there in 100 degrees. So, hey, what else? I guess Viva Las Vegas. I have a friend visiting from Louisville, Kentucky this week, and he said, you know what? I like it because it's been chilly in Louisville. And already it was like a nice little, I'm someplace warm. I can go to the pool. So, I mean, maybe our visitors like it.
Well, hey, you know what? If you're thinking of visiting and you live maybe somewhere where it is cooling down, we have the temperatures to make you feel like summer just keeps right on going.
I know. It's going to be interesting to see if like the heat, as in like the 90s, once it like sticks around all through Thanksgiving and all that.
Or if it's just like a week and then it gets cold.
I know. I don't know. I feel like we don't know what it's like to have cold weather. It's been forever.
It has.
And then I'll probably be over that. I'll like it for like a day or two, and then I'll start complaining. So take note. Listen, the Raiders did have a home game, and they won, which was exciting. We beat the Cleveland Browns. And then UNLV, our college football team that plays at Allegiant Stadium, has had a lot of drama lately, but we won again. I say we because we live here, and we're part of UNLV. And it's great. We're 4-0.
We are. I mean, this is an exciting time for the UNLV football program, despite all the other stuff going on with
the quarterback
NIL and the quarterback leaving, all that stuff. But the team seems like they just rallied right around each other, kept their minds focused on the game and what they're out there on the field to do. And they made magic happen once again. And we're hoping that they continue with that magic when they play Syracuse from, back in our hometown neck of the woods, back in Western New York. Syracuse is playing out here at Allegiant Stadium on October 4th. So depending on when you're listening to this episode, it may have already passed,
right.
But we're heading over there to that UNLV Syracuse game and hoping for another win.
I know, and it's a Friday night game. It's at 6 p.m., but usually they play on Saturday, so that's exciting. I think it's going to be live on Fox, one of the Fox streaming stations. So, and it's the first time they've ever played Syracuse, apparently, so that's exciting as well. Syracuse had a good start to the season, too, but they did lose one, I think, so... and we're ranked for the first time in a long, long time, right?
Yeah, we're in the rankings, the top 25. So well done.
Yeah.
to the coaching staff, the players, everyone involved over there with the athletic program.
I'm a little sluggish today because we went to dinner at LAVO last night.
We did.
To check out their refresh. And I must say, they brought out a lot of different alcohol pairings.
Yeah.
I'm not a huge drinker. I have I have my things. I either have an espresso martini, a vodka soda, a vodka Diet Coke, or a dirty martini. I really don't venture off of that.
And none of those were served last night.
No.
You were far off of your regular list.
Yeah, and it was like, gosh, we had tons of water in between and we ate food. So it was like, I feel all right. Like, it's not like I'm hungover, but I feel sluggish because it was so many different kinds of drinks. But I'm not usually a cocktail person, but I must say, everything that they brought out at LAVO, I really enjoyed because they weren't super sweet drinks.
Right.
That lemon one at the end was delicious.
Oh my gosh. So this is a dessert cocktail. And they do this tableside preparation where they come and mix it up in this, they wheel the cart over, mix all the ingredients in this big bowl. They whisk it because there's foam on top of it. But there's like this chunk of lemon sorbet in the glass, and then the drink ingredients are poured on top of it with the frothy foam on top.
Yeah, I like a good foam.
Really was. That was good. It just tasted so fresh and bright.
Right.
Like it was a good way to cleanse your palate after a big meal.
So true, because usually I think when I think of dessert kind of drinks, you think of sugary.
Right.
Or, so this was refreshing. Felt like it was a good way to end the meal.
It was.
If you go there, get that. LAVO's at Palazzo, by the way, and they closed for a little bit of a refresh. So that's why we went over to check out, what it looked like and try some of their new menu, like a couple new things they've added to the menu, new elevated menu. But the look inside, it's a darker restaurant. So it wasn't like when you walk in that it really, to me anyway, stuck out as like, this is a whole new place. But they've kind of changed the look into a new design, kind of reminiscent of like the Italian countryside.
Right.
And so I felt like, a lot of the fixtures and things like that represented that.
Yeah, I think in the bones of the restaurant stayed the same.
Right.
It was basically a cosmetic glow up that they did over there at LAVO, and it's still a very inviting space.
Yeah.
And it seemed very Italian coastal.
Right. And according to some of the details they sent over, and I was like, oh yeah, it had like they talk about like the rich velvet with the botanical motif and the luxurious leather accents, and that's it, and that velvet drapery. So it's a new look, but I wouldn't say if you're going to go in there and not recognize it.
Right. And so LAVO is back open now that the entire space has had a refresh. They're open for their dinner service, which they have. We'll get into the food, but they have a great menu over there. And then their party brunch season kicks off on Saturday, October 19th with an endless brunch every Sunday starting on October 20th.
Yeah.
So Saturday and Sunday, they'll be doing brunches.
Right. And they're known for that party brunch that they do. Yeah.
Those things get wild.
Yeah, I know. I've actually never been.
I went to a couple of them.
Because I remember it was like, for me, I couldn't do anything on Sunday for so long because I had to get up at 2 a.m. on Monday. So
I think actually my Venmo picture is courtesy of LAVO brunch with the fluorescent glasses and that light stick thing.
Yep.
It was a time.
Did you get my Venmo? I sent you a Venmo last night.
I did.
Okay, good.
I got it. It went through. Okay. It did not go to the wrong Sean.
But listen, LAVO has changed it up. First of all, before we even get into the food, the menu, when we were walking out, we thought we have to remind people of this, and we're talking about the patio. I feel like nobody brings up the patio at LAVO, and I love it. I don't know if a lot of people know it's there, but you can book a patio table or sit out on the patio, and it's strip side.
It is, which is rare. A strip side patio is a very rare thing, and it's a great view right there. You have, as you're looking off to your right, you've got fashion show over there. If you look over to your left, you've got a Treasure Island and that whole busy corner. So it's a good spot.
And now that the north end of the strip is filled out a little bit, it's more active and stuff like that. So anyway, and I feel like like you said, there aren't a lot of strip side patios on the north end of the strip at all.
Right.
besides maybe a couple at fashion show, but I don't even know if they sit at the edge. So yeah, just a reminder, you can dine al fresco there. So keep that in mind. If you want a patio dinner, you can do that at LAVO as well.
And we're not going to go through absolutely every single thing that we had, but some of the highlights from last night, I absolutely loved the grilled octopus. I've been on kind of a grilled octopus kick lately.
Yeah, it's good.
Whenever I see it on the menu, I'm like, oh, let's get that. Also, their beet salad was delicious, and their cacio pepe pizza
That was good.
is a must order.
The flavor was bursting. It was so good. That was really good with the escarole on top, the cracked black pepper, the pecorino crema, they call it. I'm looking at the menu.
Good.
But whatever it was delicious. Cheesy. So that was really, really good. I thought the pastas were delicious. And my favorite was they still have the amazing meatball, and it's just so good. A must get if you go to LAVO. You got to get the meatball. That is really good. And then I loved the eggplant parmesan. I'm very picky.
That was delicious.
I had 2 servings, because we all split stuff, but I said, put another on my plate.
Right. Well, and just going back to the meatball for a second, if you sit down and order a meatball, you can cut it 4 ways, and 4 people would have a pretty decent sized portion of that meatball.
Yeah.
It's a big serving.
Right. It is a big serving. It's huge. Definitely enough.
So just
for the
know
table.
that going in, if you're going to order it, it's not like small meatballs. It is a giant meatball.
Giant meatball, right. How about those fingerling potatoes?
Mm.
Oh my gosh. It had this like Parmesan sauce at the bottom, and then you drag it in a little. Oh my gosh. It was so good.
It really was. The lobster fra diavolo was great. They had these big, fat, I don't even know what kind of noodles they are.
Like a tubed pasta.
Yeah, but like spiral.
Mm-hmm.
And it just soaked up all that sauce, and you had the scallops, calamari, shrimp, and that was all with that spiral linguine. So
yeah,
it was great. And the presentation, the lobster head comes right out on it. It looked pretty.
Yeah, and it's a little spicy, so keep that in mind. If you like spicy, they put some crushed chili on it and had a little kick. I really loved the lemon olive oil cake. I thought that was really well done and fresh as well with the cream. And, they had their classic, 12-layer cake?
Oh my God. No,
Peanut
I think
butter
it was
chocolate.
Was it a 24?
Or maybe 24. I don't know. But they
I don't
brought
know,
that out
but
as an extra. And
it
I was
had
like, wow.
a lot of layers, chocolate peanut butter cake, and man alive.
Yeah.
I had a little bite, and that was a very good chocolate peanut butter cake.
It really was. So great dinner over there at LAVO. Go check it out. It's back open after a little bit of a refresh. I just feel like it's been here a long time, and it's one of those standards. You got to go.
You do. Hey, something that we wanted to bring you up to date on is the Tropicana Implosion. It is right around the corner, and we're getting more details about what's going to be going on, how things are going to work out there. First things first, it seems as though the public is being encouraged to kind of stay home.
Yeah.
And if you want to watch it live, flip on a local TV channel, or there are several live streams that are going to be popping up. As a matter of fact, we're planning on if signals and all that stuff are on our side, we're going to try and go live on our Vegas Revealed channels.
Yes, and especially our YouTube. So if you're not a subscriber of our YouTube and you want to get an alert when that happens, if we do go live, we might do some different segments, or we might just let it roll and you'll get the alert of when that's kicking up. And it's just so fun to see live. Even if you're just watching it on TV or on a live stream, it's cool.
It is. And even if you're not up, at 2:30 in the morning, Las Vegas time, or what is that, 5:30 in the morning on the East Coast, that footage is likely going to be picked up and shown on the national morning shows as well.
And we are going to a small gathering, so it's very limited, but of course, Vegas Revealed has your back. We're always at the right place, and we are on the list, so we will be there. More details on that, but I've never had an invite that said it starts at 12:30 a.m.
I know.
So this is going to be a first, a 12:30 a.m. start. Implosion's at 2:30 in the morning here, Pacific time. And we'll see the Trop come down. And, in the future, as of now, there's a baseball stadium planned for that site. Again, every single box isn't checked on that, but that's kind of the plan.
That is the plan. A fireworks show, a drone show, that's all set to be part of the festivities as well. So we'll have more on that for you. Let's see, next week.
Yeah.
Here on the audio podcast for sure.
Moving right along. Gosh. All right. Well, listen, Venetian getting a roller skating residency. This is really cool. I don't know if you've ever heard of Flippers World. It's a brand. And we are getting Flippers Roller Boogie Palace, at least for the winter season. Basically, they're covering the pools at Tao Beach, and it's going to be a roller skating rink. Super cool. Starting in November and going through the beginning of 2025. I'm kind of excited about this. If you want more information, you can go to flipperslasvegas.com and see what we're talking about. But this sounds fun, huh?
Yeah, I mean, this is going to be, the roller skating rink itself is going to be over 3,000 square feet. Yeah. And like you said, it's covering both of there's 2 swimming pools out there as part of Tao Beach. They're covering both of those. So it looks like it's going to be a really kind of vibrant neon kind of atmosphere. And the music, I mean, Usher's involved in this too. He's one of the guys behind one of the partners behind Flippers. And so that the music is going to be jamming too.
Oh, it's going to be fun. And I love roller skating. It's so funny because we always have ice skating on the Strip. And I always thought, I don't know, I'm just not a great ice skater. Like when I was younger, I would ice skate on ponds and stuff. That was big where we grew up.
Oh, yeah, and on the canal?
Yeah. And I thought I was really good. Then in college, I went ice skating a couple times in like an indoor rink, and I fell flat on my face. I'm like, okay, this isn't my thing.
You need the bumpy imperfection ice?
Something.
To slow you down.
It was a disaster. But roller skating, now that's my thing.
Okay.
We used to roller skate at school all the time. That was huge.
There would always be roller skating parties, yeah.
Oh my gosh, I loved it. I put my comb in my back pocket and the whole nine.
Well, get that comb ready because you can either bring your own skates or rent them there.
Okay.
They'll have that available for you.
And it's taking place Thursday through Sunday from noon to 8 p.m. Guests, like Sean said, can bring their own skates or rent right there. They are going to do some 21 and over programming, so stay tuned for that as well.
But
it's all ages, though.
Overall, all ages. So a good family activity there, especially with daytime hours starting at noon.
Yeah. And since, it is the only roller skating venue on the Strip, you might want to get tickets ahead of time. So go to that website, flipperslasvegas.com. They do recommend you reserving your spot, especially if you're coming into town, you want to do it.
Yeah, and we did talk with an executive from the Tao Group last night who said that this is already selling. Tickets are already going. So there's a lot of interest already.
Yeah.
So if this is of interest to you, it would definitely benefit you to get your tickets now.
Gosh, Vegas always thinking outside the box,
I like it.
I do
like
too.
It. This is different. It's something we haven't really seen before on the Strip, and
it's outdoors.
Let's give it a go. See what happens.
I mean, even when it's chilly here and cold, in the day, I don't very often under 60 degrees.
Well, and if you're in the sun is still warm.
Yeah.
Regardless of the air temperature.
Yeah.
So it's deceiving. Mm-hmm. It makes it feel a little warmer than it actually is.
Right. So it's going to be perfect. Hey, another attraction on the Strip is FlyOver Las Vegas. We've talked about this before.
Yeah, it's one of those kind of a flight simulator ride. You sit down, strap yourself into the chairs, and then, the contraption that the chairs are attached to kind of lifts up, and it feels like you're flying around. And you have that big kind of wraparound IMAX movie screen in front of you, and your movements go along with the movie. It's fun.
Yeah. Now, you and I have done the Wild Wild West one and the Iceland one, and those were more about like the picturesque nature land, and that was cool. And then they have one over the Canadian Rockies, which we haven't done, but now they have one over Chicago and through Chicago, and this is unique because they've never really done like a city flyover.
Yeah, I mean, from the wide open spaces of, the Canadian Rockies and Iceland and all that to a city atmosphere, it is completely different. And what's new about this film that they're showing, this Believe Chicago is what it's called, they use drones. So they were able to have some, new movements incorporated. They're able to get into some really tight spaces. When you're flying down the city streets of Chicago, you actually see people in the windows of the buildings as you're going by.
It was insane. I mean, I keep thinking about it, how I want to do it again.
It really was fun.
It really was fun. I am honestly saying, if you come to Vegas, you've got to do this. It is so cool. There was like what was it, like the ballet that was doing like a rehearsal or a ballet?
Yeah, they had a dance studio with these glass windows on the corner of a building, and you fly by and the whole dance class is going on.
We went through a theater, through the front door, it looked like a historic theater there in Chicago.
Yeah, the Chicago Theater.
Oh my God, that was incredible. We went over the river when they turn it green during St. Patrick's Day.
The drawbridges were going up.
We went under the drawbridge. I mean, yeah, it was so cool. There was some filming taking place. It looked like a television show below.
Right.
In some of the city streets, they were filming it. And then you also get the smells too. And we won't tell you what they are because we even asked before and the girl was like, oh, just, you'll see. And it really added to it.
Yeah, there's smells, there's mist, there's obviously the movement, your eyes, your sight is being engaged. So really it is an experience that captivates all of your senses
for sure
while you're doing it. And I feel like a lot of people still don't know that FlyOver is there on the Las Vegas Strip right next door to Hard Rock Cafe.
Well, that, and I also think if they see it, they think you're flying over Las Vegas.
Right.
Because it's called FlyOver Las Vegas. But when you go in, it's FlyOver experiences. This is the FlyOver Las Vegas, but you're not doing a FlyOver Las Vegas. Now, the Wild Wild West one does have Las Vegas included in it because it's the western states.
Right.
But I think that can confuse people. So we're here to let you know it's an experience. There's a bar in there.
Well, I was going to say, if you're out, even if you don't think that you're going to go on one of the rides, if you're out walking the strip and you want to stop at a nice bar, FlyOver is the place. It is probably one of the best bar setups that you can just pop into. They have a unique drink menu. They'll put smoke bubbles on top of your drink.
Yeah.
It's a great space.
Yeah, some new unique cocktails, that's for sure.
And then after a cocktail, you might decide, hey, let's go hop on the ride.
Right. They do have some local specials for locals, and they do have like some packages. Like if you want to go on 2 or 3 of the experiences, you can buy like a bundle. So
and that's worth it.
Yeah, go check that out because you'll want to do another one after you're done. Anyway, we can't recommend it enough. I really, really enjoyed this Chicago ride.
And by the way, something else, they have a gift shop inside of FlyOver that has really good Las Vegas souvenirs.
Merch, yep.
And it's different from what you'll find at any other souvenir shop in Las Vegas. And it's like good quality stuff.
Yeah, it's like a little more modern, I would say, a little more current. Not as cheesy, like some really cool kind of logos.
Yeah.
And so if you're looking for something like that you're right. That gift shop, I would say the gift shop is definitely a stop in.
Oh, without a doubt.
Yeah.
Yeah. So visit FlyOver. Believe Chicago is the newest film that they're showing over at that attraction. And you can check out their website for the showtimes.
Yeah. And it's in our TV show this week. So go to our YouTube channel and we will have all the visuals there. Sean and I actually go on the ride. You can watch us go on the ride. We talk with someone over there at FlyOver too. So again, our YouTube is Vegas Revealed. Subscribe. Watch the shows there if you want some visuals.
All right, from experiences to comedy, Nate Bargatze is a really, really popular comic. He has a couple specials on Netflix. I posted this announcement that he's coming back to Wynn Las Vegas with more shows in 2025. And I got a few DMs of people being like, oh my gosh, I'm so excited about this.
Yeah.
Nate Bargatze is my favorite. So he's doing 10 additional shows over at Wynn Las Vegas in 2024. No, 2025.
Yep.
That's next year. So that's when he's doing these additional shows. This is all part of his engagement over there called the Las Vegas Residency.
Okay, nice and simple.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's doing a lot of shows.
He is.
January 29th through March 22nd, sprinkled throughout there. You can get tickets on Ticketmaster, and I love this. It kind of seems like more of like it is the Las Vegas residency situation where he's continuing to do shows, kind of like Sebastian.
Yes, and I think what people like about his comedy, too, is that it's on the cleaner side. And, he has it's more of a family-friendly kind of comedy.
Right.
But it's still great comedy.
Right.
It's not geared toward kids, obviously.
No.
But he's not like a vulgar comic.
Yeah. Because sometimes the vulgar comedy can just get old. It's like, all right, So.
It can be a crutch if it's used, effectively. That's fine. But when it's thrown in just for the sake of, throwing in an F-bomb.
Yeah. I know. Hey, David Spade and Nikki Glaser are coming back to Venetian too. We'll hit that another podcast. I don't have the details on it, but I'm glad to see they're returning. Nikki is fabulous. David's wonderful. I saw the show over there at the Venetian in the past. Glad to see they're coming back. So look that up if you want to go see them.
Over at Sphere, we told you about this engagement, an EDM engagement, actually, over there over New Year's Eve weekend from Enema. Well, those shows, the first couple shows were announced, and then another couple shows were added.
Then another couple shows were added.
And now even more shows.
Yeah. So it was kind of like, it starts right at the end of December. Well, because it was going to just be like the day before New Year's Eve and then New Year's Eve and then New Year's Day. And then they added shows before that. I think it's like December 27th. And then now they've added away from that weekend completely. And they added 2 shows, January 10th and 11th.
And they're calling this now a residency.
Yeah, makes sense. There's so many shows. That's what it is, right?
Which, you know what? It's exciting to see that there's, this is the first EDM show, concert, whatever you want to call it, over at Sphere. It's a concert.
Yeah.
And it's exciting to see how well it's selling.
It really is. And I think people realize that if you love EDM, and if people don't know, because there's still some out there that don't, it's electric dance music. People who love that, you're going to get the Sphere experience. So it's really going to be like heightened and visual and immersive. And if you're in that world, it's almost like you have to be here for this.
Yeah.
So yeah, Enema, The End of Genesis is what it's called. And yeah, it's the first of that kind. We had a lot of firsts lately. First roller skating residency. We interviewed Wu-Tang recently, Wu-Tang Clan first hip hop residency.
Right.
This first EDM kind of residency at the Sphere. So the first just keep coming here in Las Vegas.
Yeah, it's exciting to see some of these evolutions in Las Vegas entertainment going on right in front of our eyes here.
Yeah. Hey, and you know what else is just super popular right now is pickleball.
Man, they just built in the park right up the street over at Sunset Park.
Yeah.
They just put in a whole new thing of pickleball courts over there.
Oh my God, that's so cool. Yeah, because it's so popular, right? They even made in my building the tennis courts, one of them or 2 of them's pickleball now. I don't know what the difference is because I haven't tried it yet. I mean, I've gone down there and, tossed the ball around for tennis and stuff. But yeah, it seems like there's so much popularity that they're adding pickleball courts all over. Well, Pickleball Slam 3 is coming here to Las Vegas at Mandalay Bay, and this is going to be in the arena on February 16th. So that's 2025, obviously. And I guess it's going to feature some tennis legends going head-to-head in doubles action. I love this.
This is really fun. We're going to see Andre Agassi and Steffi Graf teaming up to face off against Andy Roddick and Eugenie Bouchard. And the prize is $1 million.
I mean, this is going to be a ticket to get.
This is going to be competitive. I mean, as competitive as pickleball can be, this is going to be it with those 4 out there.
Oh my gosh. I love it. Pickleball Slam 3 also is going to be broadcast live on ESPN. So yeah, this is, I love this. This is cool and I love it. And if people don't know, Andre and Steffi live here in Las Vegas.
Yep.
So that adds a little bit of the local touch to it too. How cool is this going to be to watch? We might need to go to this.
Last time I went to something like this, it wasn't pickleball, it was tennis, but they set up a tennis court out in front of Caesar's Palace. And Elton John and Billie Jean King put on this, it was a tennis tournament with a whole bunch of famous faces. Andre and Steffi were a part of that, but Elton John was out there playing.
I was going to say,
Billie
did
Jean
Elton
King
play?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah, they were all out there playing, and Andy Roddick was here for it. That was a really cool thing to watch, and it was obviously like an exhibition type tournament, but so fun to see these legends. They're legends, let's face it.
Yeah, for sure.
Out there on the court in front of you. Because if you didn't see him at the U.S. Open in person or at Wimbledon, now is your time to go see him out on the court.
Yeah. This sounds really, really fun. MandalayBay.com if you want more information. Tickets are on sale now. So if you want to get a ticket, I'd do it soon. I think it's going to sell. It's probably going to sell out.
Yeah. All right, let's do some tips.
All right, we got a few tips this week, a couple things that you and I experienced and wanted people to know about. I went to the Pepper Club. Okay, and I've never been. It's been open for a while, but it's over there at the English Hotel in downtown Las Vegas. Todd English,
yep,
very famous chef. He's had many restaurants here in Las Vegas, but he opened up this, English hotel, and of course, it has a fabulous bar and restaurant in it that I had never gone to. And Sean, it's beautiful in there. I met a friend there. Just for we were just gonna have a drink and a snack and do a catch up. 5:00 happened to be happy hour. And the food there it's elevated food. It's not bar food in any way. I had a delicious tiger roll sushi for $12, I think it was, on the happy end hour.
Really?
A long row of them.
Wow.
Yep. Yeah, it was a really good deal. We also got something else and I'm blanking. Maybe it was like a tuna tartare or something. But anyway, loved it. I had a espresso martini. It was delicious. She had a drink. It was great. I just can't even explain, such a nice atmosphere that I had never experienced in that area before. I loved it.
In Pepper Club inside of English Hotel?
Oh, sorry. Yeah, it's called the Pepper Club.
Okay.
And so they do have breakfast and lunch, brunch, dinner. So it's 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. daily. They have this brunch. So, and then they have the happy hour and they have dinner. So, I mean, it's a full on thing. Really beautiful inside. If you look it up online, you'll see what I'm talking about. It's thepepperclub.com if you want to check it out. But I loved it. Very
cool. I like that.
Yeah.
I love finding places or hearing about places downtown that are good spots to pop in.
I know. It was I think if you had a business powwow or something too, or a date, could be great.
Oh, good date spot?
Yeah, good date spot. If you don't want to venture down the strip, you want to go somewhere downtown. And it's like a boutique hotel. It's super cute. Loved it, really. And there was plenty of parking on the road, and then there was a little lot right next door. So not bad at all. Another tip for you, I went to dinner at Giada. I had a friend in town and met him over there. And when I went to book it on Open Table, I noticed this. They have great windows
right
at Giada.
They kind of go up like a garage door when it's nice out.
Oh, does it? I didn't even know that.
Oh, yeah, they open up.
Oh, okay.
That whole window wall opens up.
Interesting. I didn't know that. I've sat there before. It's never been open, but I don't know. I guess it's more in the chillier season. But yeah, great view, too. You can see, the fountains out at the corner. You can see the whole strip. It's across the street from Caesar's Palace and all that area. But when you book, if you want a guaranteed window seat with a great view, FYI, you have to pay $25 per person.
Oh.
Yeah. But if that's important to you, then go into Open Table, and when you do your reservation, you have to hit Strip View Dining, and it says, enjoy a guaranteed window seat with the best view of Las Vegas, but it's $25 per person. It's pricey, but if that's really important to you, then maybe it's worth it just to not have to leave it out there and wonder if you're going to be able to see out the window.
Well, listen, if you're going there for a special occasion or something like that, and you really want it to, go above and beyond,
right,
then maybe it is worth it.
Well, and it might.
That's up to you.
Listen, we spent $25 on a terrible espresso martini.
Oh my, we're never going to get over this. We are not.
So I would have rather had a window seat over the strip. Use that $25 toward that. So there you go. There you have it.
Or flown to LA on Spirit.
Exactly. Oh my goodness. All right. Tell us about your experience on football Sunday over at Palace Station.
So now that we're in the heart of football season, you're always on the lookout for a good place to go and watch, a good vibe, good food deals, all that kind of thing. We had some friends in town, so we went to meet up with them over at Tailgate Social. That's over at Palace Station, just west of the Las Vegas Strip on Sahara. So super close. I mean, if you're taking an Uber from anywhere on the Strip, it would just be a few minutes away.
And that's the original Station Casino.
Right.
Right? And
yes.
but Tailgate Social is a new spot?
It's a new spot.
Okay.
Yep, you go up an escalator. No, you don't. It's right around the corner from the escalator when you're inside of there. And it's a pretty big space. They have TVs all around, but they have a $29 all-you-can-eat game day buffet on Saturdays and Sundays.
That's almost as much as our espresso martini.
See, you can have one espresso martini or
a watery espresso martini with Absolute.
For just a couple bucks more, you can go and have an entire 3-hour all-you-can-eat package.
Wow.
At Tailgate Social. Again, it's every Saturday and Sunday.
So what was on the menu? What was on
the menu? They have a cheese quesadilla. They have the tailgate nachos, which I ended up ordering, and it's a huge tray of nachos.
And that's included in the $29 all you can eat? Wow.
Yes, it's all included. There's chicken tenders, there's pretzel bites, a house salad, a Philly cheesesteak, which is a full Philly cheesesteak, the tailgate burger, which is a full burger. They have their stadium dog, their tailgate fries, tater tots. You can even get a scoop of ice cream that comes out in a little dish. So this is all included in the $29. You do get a 3-hour window.
Okay.
To go.
Okay.
So
I can have nachos, quesadilla, and some
listen,
ice cream
after
in a
3
3-hour
hours,
window.
Yeah, after 3 hours, you're going to be good. So we went and did that, and then got Shane, my husband, got one of the bottomless mimosas. I got a bottomless Bloody Mary.
Okay.
When all was said and done, we each got the all-you-can-eat thing too. It was $120.
Wow.
The bill was, and that included gratuity because we were with a big group, so they added gratuity on. So I didn't think that was bad for having 3 hours all you can eat with the game day atmosphere.
And the games, they have a lot of screens there?
Tons of screens.
Good to watch football?
Tons. From every angle, you've got a screen in your face.
Okay.
You're seeing multiple games.
Yeah.
No matter where you're looking. So Tailgate Social over at Palace Station. If you're looking for a spot for college games on Saturday or for pro football on Sunday, check out their Ultimate Tailgate $29 all-you-can-eat package.
Great tip. Absolutely beneficial for anyone listening that wants to do that on a Sunday.
And by the way, we did look into some other all-you-can-eat places specials too, and those kind of started at like $50.
Okay.
So I mean, it's a good deal.
That's a great deal. Okay, love it. Good tips today. Hey, wanted to end the show with just a mention, something we didn't talk about earlier, and that is just a little respect, a little rest in peace to Pete Rose, Major League Baseball player, iconic, and lived here in Las Vegas.
Yeah, and we always saw him around. He was not shy. He
No.
was out and about in Las Vegas. I mean, whether you were walking through the forum shops and he was doing autographs in that sports collectible shop, or if he was out at a restaurant or an event.
I think I saw him at the Blind Pig. I don't think that's open anymore, but that was at the bottom of one of the towers he actually lived in. It was like a condo building, high rise. I won't say where it is, but anyway, he lived there and was always down there having breakfast, lunch, and I've gone a couple times and saw him there just chilling, eating alone, minding his business, always friendly, always said hi to everyone. And if anyone ever wanted a picture, he always took one.
Yep. He did. So,
and we just recently did an interview with Norm, who is a celebrity columnist at the Review Journal. He had a lot of stories about Pete Rose, some funny ones, some run-ins that he had with Pete that were not so positive, but Norm thought they were funny. And then always reminding us that him and Pete have come back together and they've, made amends and all that kind of thing. And it's so interesting because we just did that interview recently in our television show, and we also did put a part here in the audio podcast. And then to see that Pete passed away was really sad. He did pass away in his Las Vegas home, according to TMZ. He was 83 years old, which I didn't realize.
Yeah, I didn't realize that either. He was just a fixture here in Las Vegas. So it was sad news to hear about Pete Rose.
And everyone keeps writing me. I don't know so much of the backstory of this about the whole Hall of Fame thing. A lot of people keep writing and commenting that hopefully he can get inducted into the Hall of Fame and do him right, respectfully.
Well, he's when it comes to his baseball record, incredible. But there was the whole betting scandal where when he was a manager, there were allegations that he bet on the game.
Got it.
He ended up years later coming out and admitting that he got a lifetime ban from Major League Baseball because of it, which excluded him from in any possible induction into the Baseball Hall of Fame. There have been a lot of people who've said, but just based off of his record on the field, he should be in there.
Yeah, right.
But who knows? Hopefully something will change. I think he needs to be honored in some way.
Yeah.
Because he's a legend.
And we have, living here in Las Vegas, we got scandals all over the place. So to us, it's just another day. Just get him in the Hall of Fame.
Everyone bets on sports now. Come on.
Oh my goodness! Yeah, sad to hear about Pete Rose passing away. We have posts on our on my Facebook page, and if you want to leave any memories or comments, feel free to do so.
Thank you for joining us this week on Vegas Revealed. Thank you to our sponsor, the VegasNearMe app. If you're looking for anything to do or see in Las Vegas, it is covered in the VegasNearMe app. And it's also a great thing. They have clips of podcasts and vlogs that are linked directly within the app. So if you're looking for a review on a restaurant, there will be links that you can click on and you can watch them all inside the app. You don't leave.
Yeah, and you can listen to them too. And sometimes they're just discussions, not even reviews, if you want more details. And I must say, that's kind of how I thought of the Pepper Club the other day. Went into Vegas.NearMe and hit Near Me. Because my friend Denise lives in the area that I live in. And I thought, where do we go that's close to both of us? And when I hit Near Me, a lot was closed because it was a Sunday. But the Pepper Club came up.
There we go.
And I was like, I've never been there. And okay, that could be good. And that's how I thought of it. Sometimes you need a reminder of what's around you.
You do. Well, you can get that reminder on Vegas Near Me, available in the Apple App Store and on Google Play.
And thank you to Level Up Law, our title sponsor for our television show and audio podcast. You can check them up at leveluplaw.com.
And by the way, the team at Level Up Law, they specialize in storm damage and disaster recovery. So there are so many people in the Western Carolinas and Virginia and that whole Southeast region that are just going through some really rough times right now.
Awful.
And that is the kind of thing that Level Up Law specializes in, helping you get back on your feet. So if you are looking for someone to help out, give Level Up Law a call.
All right, have a great week, everyone, and we'll see you next week. And the Tropicana, don't forget, is coming down. So the Implosion next week, October 9th at 2:30 a.m., Check us out on live stream on our YouTube, and we'll have, of course, videos up on our socials, too.
We'll see you next week.
My name is George Meyer, and I'm the CEO and co-founder of a new app called Vegas Near Me. I started this project because I was frustrated after missing a Journey concert. Over 1,000 shows and events are in the app. In fact, the app now offers the best prices on shows and events in the city. The app now also includes amazing coupons and deals, including $99 bottle service. Download the free VegasNearMe app today.